The Korean War was the first time jet fighters demonstrated their strength and role in modern warfare, and culminated in the confrontation between the US F9F and the Soviet Union's MiG-15. Born in 1947, the F9F was the Grumman's debut in jet fighter production. It was a huge success and formed the backbone of the US Navy's carrier-based air wing for over a decade. Despite the advances in jet design, Grumman stuck with a straight-wing design. With its role and position, the F9F was quickly used most widely by the US Naval Air Force during the Korean War, turning the Korean sky into the first place in the world where air battles took place mainly by jet fighter. Over time, Grumman revised the F9's wings, adding a generous whip resulting in the F9 Cougar. Despite the drawbacks, F9s served extensively over Korea, flying 78,000 missions. A total of 1,382 F9F versions were built and served in the US Naval Air Force, US Marine Corps Air Force, and Argentine Naval Air Force. Grumman designed a single-engine, straight-wing day fighter that was armed with 4 20mm cannons and could also carry a wide assortment of air-to-ground munitions. On November 21, 1947, the prototype performed its maiden flight, powered by an imported Rolls-Royce Nene engine. During September 1949, the F9F was cleared for flight from aircraft carriers. The Panther was designed around a deep tubular fuselage housing the cockpit, turbojet engine, fuel stores, and available avionics. The engine aspirated through triangular side intakes and exhausted through a single ring at the base of the tail. The cockpit was set ahead of the midship with a single-piece forward windscreen and a large area rearward sliding canopy section overhead, allowing for excellent views out of the cockpit. The empennage featured a single vertical tail fin, detailed with high-mounted tail planes. The main wing appendages were low set along the fuselage sides and formed as extensions of the intake ducts, making up the wing roots. These wings were straight in their general design, and each were capped by the aforementioned fuel tank ports. As a carrier-based aircraft, the wings were also designed to furl upwards along a hinge section outboard of the intake ductwork. Another carrier aircraft quality was the installation of a tail hook for a required short-distance landing. The undercarriage was wholly retractable and featured a pair of single-wheel main legs and a single-wheel nose leg. Production aircraft were typically powered by a single Allison J-33 or a Pratt & Whitney J-48 P2 turbojet engine with 27.8 kN thrust. The single-seat fighter could reach a maximum speed of 932 km/h, cruise speed of 774 km/h, range of 2,100 km, service ceiling of 13,000 meters, and rate of climb of 25.9 meters per second. The F9F Panther had a length of 11.84 meters, wingspan of 11.58 meters, height of 3.73 meters, empty weight of 4.6 tons, and gross weight of 8.4 tons. The Panther was used extensively by the US Navy and Marine Corps in the Korean War. on July 3, 1950, a F9F recorded the first US Navy air victory of the conflict, having shot out a propeller-powered Yak 9. In the Korean theater, Panther pilots cumulatively claimed the shooting down of 7 MiG-gun Juravik MiG-15s. During 1956, the type was withdrawn from frontline combat service, but remained in secondary roles, such as for training and with U.S. Naval Air Reserve and U.S. Marine Air Reserve units until 1958. The Panther was also the first jet aircraft used by the Blue Angels aerobatic demonstration team, being flown in this capacity from 1949 through the late 1954. While Australia was interested in the Panther during the late 1940s, the nation ultimately opted for the Gloster Meteor F8 and the CAC Sabra instead. The aircraft's early export customer was Argentina, where it became the first jet aircraft to be operated by the Argentine Naval Aviation. It was operated mainly from land, as the catapults of the aircraft carrier ARA Independencia lacked sufficient power to readily launch the F9F. Several Panthers participated in the 1963 Argentine Navy revolt, firing upon Argentine Army forces sent to quell the revolt. During 1969, it was withdrawn from Argentine service due to a lack of spare parts. Grumman would develop the F9F design in response to US Navy interest, producing the square-wing Grumman F9 Cougar.